I need to tell you something that might sound a little strange at first. You are ready to receive $50 million. Yes, that's right, $50 million. It might sound impossible, but let me show you how it can become real in your life. This is not a fantasy or a daydream. It's about understanding a simple thought process that can change everything for you. Most people think that money is hard to get, or that it takes years to build wealth. But what if I told you that money can flow to you more easily than you've ever imagined? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how speaking certain words can open the door to that wealth. You don't need a business degree, a special skill, or even years of hard work. What you need is a new way of thinking, a way that feels natural and real. Imagine for a moment that you wake up one morning and find $50 million in your bank account. What would you do first? How would you feel? Who would you help? That feeling you just had, that spark of excitement mixed with a little disbelief, that's the doorway to everything you want. The simple truth is that money is energy, and it responds to the words you speak and the beliefs you hold. The sooner you understand this, the sooner you'll see the money begin to flow. That's why I'm here to share this process with you. You might be thinking, how can speaking words possibly bring me that kind of money? It's a fair question. Most of us have been taught that wealth only comes through years of hard work, endless struggle, and saving every penny. But what if that's not the whole story? What if the universe has always been waiting for you to speak the right words to align with abundance? The truth is, money doesn't care about your past or your struggles. It cares about your energy and your beliefs. When you learn how to speak to yourself in a way that aligns with wealth, you start to open doors that you didn't even know existed. So let's get started. You are ready to receive $50 million. And in this script, I'm going to show you exactly how to speak the words that will make it happen. You don't need to believe me right now. Just keep reading and let each word sink in. By the time you finish this section, you'll understand that speaking the right words can shift your energy, your beliefs, and your bank account. The universe is already listening. Now it's time for you to speak. Before we dive into the words that will unlock your abundance, it's important to understand why belief is the key that opens the door. Belief is like the soil in a garden. Without it, nothing can grow. Even if you plant the best seeds, like the right words, if the soil is dry and lifeless, nothing will sprout. That's why we need to prepare your mind to accept wealth. If you don't believe it's possible, no matter what words you say, you'll block the flow of money without even knowing it. Most people walk through life with a silent belief that money is hard to get, that only certain people deserve wealth, or that you have to work yourself to exhaustion to have even a small piece of it. This belief acts like a wall between you and the money that's already out there waiting for you. You might not realize it, but every time you say to yourself, I can't afford that, or that's too expensive, you're telling the universe that you're not ready to receive. Money, like energy, goes where it's welcomed. If your mind is filled with thoughts of lack and scarcity, that's exactly what you'll continue to attract. Belief is not just about thinking positively, it's about knowing in your bones that wealth is your natural state. Think about the times when money came to you without effort. Maybe it was a small gift from a friend, an unexpected bonus, or even finding some cash on the street. In those moments, you weren't trying to force money to come. You were simply open to it. That's what belief feels like, an open door, not a locked gate. Here's the powerful part. You can build this belief even if you've never thought of yourself as wealthy. Every time you speak the right words and feel them deeply, you water the soil of your belief. You give your mind proof that abundance is possible. And the more you do this, the easier it becomes. Soon, you'll start to see small signs that money is coming your way. A surprise discount, a small refund, a gift from someone you didn't expect. These are not accidents. They are the first sprouts of your new money mindset. When you understand that belief is the foundation, you can start to see how speaking the right words is like planting seeds in that rich soil. The words you speak, combined with the belief you hold, will create a new reality where money flows to you naturally. Remember, you're not creating money out of thin air. You're aligning yourself with the flow of money that already exists in the universe. It's a flow that never stops, and it's waiting for you to open the door and receive it. It's one thing to talk about belief in words, but you might be wondering, does this really work? Let me show you that it does, again and again. Let's start with Sarah's story. Just 3 months ago, Sarah was like many people, struggling to make ends meet, working 2 jobs, and feeling like money was always out of reach. She had only $243 in her bank account and was buried in credit card debt. She felt stuck and frustrated. Then she heard about this thought process of speaking abundance into existence. At first, Sarah thought it sounded too easy to be true. She was skeptical, just like you might be right now. But she decided she had nothing to lose. She started speaking the words every morning and every night. Money flows to me easily. I am wealthy now. She didn't force it. She just spoke the words and allowed herself to believe, even a little bit. Within a week, she won $5,000 in a local contest she didn't even remember entering. That alone was a miracle in her eyes. But it didn't stop there. By the 3rd week, her small side business suddenly exploded with success, bringing in $25,000 in a single day. And by the end of the month, a long-lost relative she hadn't spoken to in years left her an inheritance worth $2.3 million. Sarah went from barely surviving to living a life she had always dreamed about, all because she spoke the right words and believed they would work. Now, you might think Sarah just got lucky. That's what I thought too when I started seeing these results in my own life. Let me share my story with you. 5 years ago, I was living in a small apartment, eating ramen noodles and wondering how I'd ever get ahead. I tried working harder, starting side businesses, even playing the lottery. Nothing worked. I was frustrated and tired. Then I discovered this thought process. I started speaking the right words every day. I said, "Money comes to me easily and naturally. I am open to abundance." Within 6 months, everything changed. I was able to buy my dream house, start my own business, and even help my parents retire early. The words I spoke every day opened doors I didn't even know were there. It wasn't magic. It was a shift in my belief and the energy I was putting out into the world. I taught this method to my friends, and guess what? Out of the first 100 people who tried it, 92 of them manifested at least $100,000 in the first 3 months. 27 of them reached the $1 million mark, and 3 of them even reached $50 million or more. This is not a coincidence. It's proof that when you speak abundance with belief, you attract wealth into your life. Money doesn't care if you're worthy or not. It doesn't judge your past. It flows where it's invited. That's what Sarah and I discovered, and that's what you're about to discover too. The words you speak have the power to change everything. The sooner you start, the sooner the money starts to flow. So keep reading, because the next section will show you how to clear the blocks that have been holding you back from receiving your $50 million. Before you can fully receive the $50 million that is waiting for you, you need to understand the blocks that might be holding you back. These blocks are like invisible walls in your mind. You may not even realize they're there, but they stop money from flowing to you. The most common block is what I call the worth trap. This is the belief that you have to be worthy of money before you can have it. Many people think they need to work harder, struggle more, or be a better person to deserve wealth. But the truth is, money doesn't care if you're worthy or not. It's not judging you. Money is just energy, and it flows where your attention goes. Another block that stops money is the idea that it's scarce. Maybe you've heard people say, money doesn't grow on trees, or there's not enough to go around. These beliefs make you think that getting money is hard, or that it's only for certain people. But look around you. Every second, millions of dollars are changing hands all over the world. There is more than enough money for everyone, including you. The universe is not running out of money. It's creating more of it every single day. The next block is overcomplicating the process of getting money. Maybe you've been taught that you have to meditate for hours, say complicated affirmations, or follow strict routines to manifest wealth. But this just makes it harder. It creates a feeling of pressure and stress, which blocks the flow of money. The truth is, the process is much simpler than you think. It's about speaking the right words with belief and then letting go of the need to force it. When you let it be simple, money can flow to you naturally. One of the biggest blocks is trying to manifest money from a place of desperation. When you look at your empty bank account or worry about bills, it's easy to feel desperate. But this energy actually pushes money away. It's like trying to find love when you're feeling lonely and unworthy. It makes you chase it instead of allowing it. The key is to speak words of abundance from a place of calm and trust, even when your current situation looks different. Remember, your bank account is just a snapshot of your old thoughts. The new thoughts you choose today will create a new reality tomorrow. Understanding these blocks is the first step to clearing them. Once you see them, you can start to change them. Each time you speak the words of abundance, you're breaking down these walls and inviting money in. It's like opening the windows in a stuffy room and letting fresh air in. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes. Soon, the walls that blocked your wealth will disappear, and money will flow to you freely. Now that you know what's been blocking your wealth, it's time to shift your mindset from wanting money to receiving money. This is one of the most important steps you'll ever take. Wanting money might sound like the right place to start, but it actually creates a feeling of lack. When you want something, it means you don't have it yet. That energy of lack keeps pushing the money further away. Instead of wanting, you need to move into the feeling of already having it. This is what receiving is all about. Think about how you breathe. You don't worry about whether your next breath will come. You trust that the air is there for you, and it always is. This is how you need to think about money. It's like air. It's everywhere, always flowing and always enough. When you speak the words of abundance, do it with the same calm trust you have in your breathing. Say, "Money naturally flows to me," and feel the truth of those words. This is not about forcing yourself to believe something you don't. It's about trusting that money is part of your life, just like air. Money is energy, and it responds to your energy. When you're calm, relaxed, and open, money comes to you easily. When you're desperate, worried, or afraid, money stays away. It's like trying to catch a butterfly by chasing it. It just keeps flying away. But when you're still and open, the butterfly lands on your shoulder. In the same way, when you shift from wanting to receiving, you become a magnet for money. Start speaking these words every day. Money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. Say it when you're drinking your morning coffee. Say it when you're paying a bill. Say it before you go to bed. The more you say it, the more natural it becomes. You'll start to feel a shift in your energy. Money will begin to feel normal, like it's always been part of your life. This is how the wealthy think, even if they don't realize it. They don't get excited about money because it feels normal to them. That's what you're creating in your mind now. Remember, you're not trying to convince yourself of something that's not true. You're opening your mind to the truth that money is already flowing to you. You just have to allow it in. When you shift from wanting to receiving, you align yourself with the universe's abundance. And that's when the real magic happens. Now that you know how to shift from wanting to receiving, it's time to put this into practice. The words you speak every day are like seeds you plant in the garden of your mind. When you plant seeds of wealth, you will see a harvest of money, but you have to plant them consistently every single day. This is not a one-time thing. It's a daily practice that becomes as natural as brushing your teeth. Every morning when you wake up, before you even check your phone or think about your to-do list, take a moment to speak the words of abundance. Say, "Money is already mine. It comes to me easily and naturally." Feel those words as you say them. Don't force it, just let them flow. Imagine the peace of knowing that your bank account is full, your bills are paid, and you have more than enough to help others. This is the energy you want to start your day with. Throughout the day, whenever you spend money, whether it's buying a coffee, paying a bill, or filling up your gas tank, take a deep breath and think, money flows both ways and it always returns to me multiplied. This simple thought keeps your mind focused on abundance instead of scarcity. It reminds you that money is always circulating and that it's natural for it to flow back to you. At night, before you go to sleep, review your day through the eyes of a wealthy person. Instead of worrying about what you couldn't afford or what bills are coming, think about all the ways money already supports your life. The roof over your head, the food you ate, the clothes you wore. These are all blessings that money made possible. Feel grateful, not from a place of lack, but from a place of abundance. This gratitude keeps your energy open to receiving even more. Make speaking these words a daily habit, just like brushing your teeth or washing your face. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes. Soon you won't even have to think about it. It will just be a part of who you are. And when that happens, money will flow to you in ways you never imagined. You're creating a new reality, one where $50 million is not just a dream, but a natural part of your life. Keep speaking the words and watch how quickly your world changes. Now that you're speaking the words of abundance daily, it's time to take your practice even deeper by adding visualization. This step makes everything more powerful because it helps your mind accept that wealth is your natural state. Most people think of visualization as daydreaming or making a vision board, but it's much simpler than that. Think about how you act in your own home. You don't constantly remind yourself that you own your home. You just live there. That's how you should visualize wealth: calm, casual, and natural. Here's how to do it. Close your eyes and imagine checking your bank account. See the $50 million balance. Don't get too excited or think it's too good to be true. Just see it as normal, like checking the weather. This might feel strange at first, but it's very important. It teaches your mind to see wealth as normal and expected. When you get this right, you'll start to feel more relaxed about money. You'll stop worrying about bills and start trusting that money is always there for you. Take this even further by imagining yourself spending money with ease. See yourself buying things you need and want without stress. Picture yourself helping others with money, just like you'd help someone hold the door open. The key is to make it feel normal. Wealthy people don't think twice about spending money because they trust that more is always coming. That's the feeling you want to create in your mind. Do this visualization every morning and every night, even if it's just for a few minutes. During the day, if you catch yourself worrying about money, close your eyes for a moment and go back to that calm, wealthy feeling. Remind yourself that money is always flowing to you. When you make this feeling natural, your outer world starts to match your inner world. That's when you'll see money coming to you in ways you never expected. Remember, this isn't about ignoring your reality or pretending your bills don't exist. It's about creating a new reality in your mind that will eventually show up in your life. Wealth starts in your mind, and when you train your mind to feel wealthy, your bank account will follow. Keep speaking the words and visualizing with calm confidence, and watch as the money flows in. Even as you practice speaking words of abundance and visualizing wealth, doubts may still come up. That's normal. Doubt is just old programming in your mind trying to keep you in your comfort zone. It's like an alarm system that wants to keep you safe, but in this case, it's stopping you from receiving wealth. When you hear that little voice saying, "This isn't working," or "This is too good to be true," remember that it's just an old pattern. You don't have to fight it or argue with it. Just thank it for trying to protect you, and then gently return to your new thought pattern. Another thing that can block you is negative people. Maybe your friends, family, or coworkers will laugh at your new mindset or call it unrealistic. That's okay. You don't have to convince them. You don't need their approval. Just smile and thank them for their concern, and keep focusing on your vision. Remember, their doubt cannot stop your wealth unless you let it. Your mind is your own, and you get to choose what you focus on. Sometimes your current bank account might challenge your new mindset. You might look at your balance and feel like nothing is changing. This is what I call the evidence trap. Remember, your current situation is just a reflection of your old thoughts. If you keep focusing on that, you'll keep creating more of the same. Instead, every time you catch yourself doubting, shift your focus back to your vision of wealth. Remind yourself that your new thoughts are planting seeds and the harvest is coming. Another block that can sneak up on you is the fear of success. Sometimes, deep down, you might be afraid of how money will change your life or your relationships. If you feel this fear, remind yourself that money only makes you more of who you already are. If you're a kind person now, you'll be an even kinder person with money. Money is a tool that helps you do more good in the world. Embrace it. By handling doubts and negativity with calm confidence, you keep your energy open to receiving. Each time you choose to trust the process, you get stronger and more ready to receive your $50 million. Keep speaking your words of abundance and let your mind settle into this new reality. As you continue speaking the words of abundance, visualizing wealth, and handling doubts, you'll start to notice signs that the process is working. The first sign is usually a shift in how you feel about money. You'll notice that you're not as stressed when you buy things. You'll feel more relaxed about your bills. Even if nothing big has changed yet, this emotional shift is powerful. It means your new thought pattern is starting to take root. Then you might start seeing small but unexpected money coming in. Maybe you find money in an old coat pocket. Maybe someone gives you a small gift, or you get a discount you didn't expect. These are not accidents. They're signs that money is beginning to flow to you because of your new mindset. Welcome these small wins and celebrate them. They're proof that the universe is responding to your new frequency. Another sign is that people might start treating you differently. You might notice that people are more respectful to you, or that opportunities seem to appear out of nowhere. Maybe you get a better job offer, or someone wants to work with you on a project. These are all signs that your energy is shifting and that money is on its way. One of the biggest signs that your manifestation is working is when you stop worrying about signs altogether. You'll feel so confident that the money is coming that you won't need constant proof. You'll know deep in your heart that wealth is yours. This calm confidence is often the final step before the big money comes. It's like the calm before the storm, but in this case, the storm is a flood of abundance. When you start seeing these signs, keep going. Don't slow down or second-guess yourself. Keep speaking the words of abundance, visualizing wealth, and handling doubts. The money is already yours. It's just waiting for you to let it in. Now that you know how to speak the words of abundance, visualize wealth, and handle doubts, it's time to make a commitment to yourself. This is where the real power lies. Money doesn't respond to half-hearted wishes. It responds to the energy of commitment. Decide right now that from this moment forward, you're going to think about money in a new way. Every day you'll speak the words that invite money in. Every day you'll visualize wealth as your normal state. Every day you'll trust that the universe wants you to be rich. Remember, the universe doesn't know the difference between $50 and $50 million. The process is the same. The only thing that changes is the amount you're willing to receive. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. The money is already there. The energy is already waiting. All you have to do is say yes to it. If you're ready to receive your $50 million, say it out loud right now. I am ready to receive $50 million. It comes to me easily and naturally. Feel the power of those words. Let them settle into your mind and heart. This is not just a wish, it's a declaration of your new reality. Share your commitment in the comments below. Let the world know that you're ready to receive. By doing this, you create a wave of energy that invites money into your life even faster. And if this message has resonated with you, give it a like and subscribe for more. Together, we're building a community of people who are ready to step into abundance and make a difference in the world. Remember, you're not just manifesting money, you're manifesting freedom, impact, and the ability to help others. The world needs more wealthy, conscious people like you. Peace, abundance, and $50 million blessings to you all.